What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It has been a really long time. This one? Like, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, we're just gonna get straight into it. This is gonna be a pretty long video. I'm gonna try to finish it, or just get as far as I can. Just give me 1 sec. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I am back. Oh god, I'm sorry. Excuse me. How dependable. We're just gonna like I said earlier, we're just gonna, oh my god. Oh lord. Sorry. We're just gonna get straight into it. So, I gotta try to remember the voices now. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's so, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Giga-chan can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? I should have thought of a better name besides Giga Chad. Anyways. Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Oh, God. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I will make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. That's... Click. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Oh. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Hi, puppy. Sorry, my dog is here. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Uh-oh. That didn't happen. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ooh, Natsuki. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh. Hold on. Where did that go? I just dropped a piece of rice in my keyboard. I lost the piece of rice. Wait, I see it. Hold on, guys. Let me get this boy out of here real quick. Woo! Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, Stinky! Hold on, guys. Let me just, give me, Alright, guys. I'm back again. Hi, puppy! I got the piece of rice out of my keyboard. And you should have seen it. When I flicked off the key to get the rice, it went flying. And then I hit a bunch of other buttons on my keyboard, so I accidentally skipped way past that if you couldn't see. Anyway, we're back. Let me check out my food. Hi, doggy. This is a weird episode so far. I hear Natsuki utter an I can't say that word. Sigh. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Ooh, look at this cutie. Look at this cutie patootie. You're looking for something in there? Freaky Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. That's very accurate. Leave a comment down below what your favorite manga is, guys. Or else. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I think I know what she means. She says I look like an anime nerd. I mean, she's not wrong. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Oh, that reminds me, before we get too far into the video, guys, just a warning, a very, very big warning. This is not a children's game. There is very sensitive topics of self-harm in this video, so if that is something that you cannot handle, please do not continue watching this and go watch something nicer. I'm gonna kind of spoil it so I don't hurt anyone in many different ways. There is suicide and self-harm of cutting wrists and stuff like that. So if you are very sensitive to those topics, please do not continue watching this video. I'll say it one more time. If you are sensitive to suicide, blood, cutting yourself, and just self-harm, please, please, please do not watch this video. This game has some very sensitive topics in it. If you are very sensitive to that stuff, please don't continue watching this. Okay, that is your warning. I will warn you again. But this is your first warning. If you don't listen to me, it's not my fault. Well, yeah, it's not my fault because I already warned you guys. There'll also be a warning in the description. Okay. So, now that you got that, we can continue on. That stuff comes later in the video, though. So, you can watch a little bit. I'll probably try to warn you a little bit later in the video when it's coming up or the sensitive topics are like gonna start happening. I will warn you again to the best of my ability. I'm sorry if I miss it, but please be warned. There is self-harm, blood, gore, suicide, all those bad topics in this game, even though it looks like a nice innocent game. Okay, back to the video. Curious, I pull out I pull it out of the snack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Okay. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Shut up, boy. If you're gonna judge, you can just do it through the glass on that door. She points to the glass on the door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Giga Chad. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. He shoved the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Leave a like on this video if you think you know what game this manga is hinting at. May or may not be the game that we are currently playing. 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. I want to go back to the menu, but you know. It's exceedingly low. Hi, Daisy. Don't just stand there. Oh, that was me. I'll still do it like that. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills and pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it needed to be closer. Like this. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Now that I can say it's particularly embarrassing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Why don't you go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Doesn't that also sound very familiar? Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You'd think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you know get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Sorry. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as like she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get in the baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. Definitely not a coincidence at all. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better choices. I agree. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Let me take a bite of my nose. Hey yo, look at this little cutie patootie. So cute! Read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you just watched me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Oh, that was the wrong voice. Jeez. Sorry. Think I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. This poor girl. I can't even bring it up without them being all like... I'm sorry, I just have to acknowledge that her face changed. Like she's looking to the side and her expression changed. I love that little detail, that's cute. You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Erg, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into... Oh god, I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. Wow. I mean, I don't know what he means though. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Oh my lord. Her dad's so scary. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here, I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Wait. Maybe. Wait, I'm losing track of the voices. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? See her little face change again. So, hehehe. Gee, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that this happens. Natsuki puts one of her fingers on the panels. Hi. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. Ow. I swear if I just stab rice in my keyboard again. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. It's a lot of reading. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Oh. Sorry, I got hair in my mouth. Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Hehehe. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? You don't want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, "Don't be dumb! Just take it home with you." Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't want to plan on using any of my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It would take you forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one for tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish this? Oh, I spilled rice again. Sorry. Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! But Sarah and Monica pull out their notebook thingies. Sarah is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's persistent handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching in their bags. I do the same myself. Oh gosh. I forgot who he wrote the poem for. Let's go with our good girl Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Phew! Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. It was a close one. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ugh! Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poems. If yours was really bad, you're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it! I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually said that. I saved that mostly to myself. Natsuki must hate me or something. Can't figure out if that's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In that case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I thought, whatever. Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I don't. What? Just be honest. Better not spill any rice. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Oop. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. See, everything around you do great things and can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess I more went into it than I realized. That's not what I meant. That's not what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. This is tiring. I don't like reading. But I'm also kinda bad at reading. But the last time I did Doki Doki Literature Club, that was a few months ago. And I can't just like leave you guys on a cliffhanger. So I must continue. Just for my struggles, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Go join the Discord and go follow me on Roblox so you can join me in games and stuff. Yippee. Alright, let's keep going. I decided to humor with her that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger, bye. It's so iffy how it's gonna go. My mom says the very best when you're not in. What? Oh my
goodness. This is so good, Guga-chan. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Ugh. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think you understand. But I understand you a lot better.
Lord have mercy.
I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Giga-chan poem! And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy I wrote that. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my God.
See? It's like I said before, Giga-chan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold on to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm not bad at this.
Wait,
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee.
we'll see about that. I want breakfast. Me too. Dear Sunshine.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes and no question.
I forgot to do it last night. Well,
at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or should I put it, sounded just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late for school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no pointing in an argument. There's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Do you notice their shirt, like the brown shirt? Looks like fish scales. Anyway.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Best?
Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Please don't tell me. No! Oh gosh, I'm tired. Yuri or Monica? Let's go with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice. It's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. I was reading with the wrong words. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's also so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles at this rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be. Ghost under the light. My hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The lights flicker, I flicker back. I cannot read that. The second word of the second sentence. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You do. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty ugly. Just kidding. It looks decent. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing poems, I want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Giga Chat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, didn't you? But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. I'm tired.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's more solemn. It's a more solemn way of putting it in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on one of these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my phone to next? Monica. Hi, Giga Chad. Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything,
Look at this preppy girl.
If you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep my mind on that.
Of course.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring those things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Giga Chad. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we'll get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
I like it, Giga Chad.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. Kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Good. She my favorite. If you've ever played this game or you've seen other playthroughs of this game, or just through my playthroughs, leave a comment down below who your favorite girl is. Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, or Yuri. Mine's Natsuki.
She's a good writer too. So, take that as a compliment.
You say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by
I can't say that name. Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of simple stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be fun, enduring, or even sad. Sometimes they're just a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see.
You're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of.
Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a new kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
That's a lie. I must impress my best girl, Natsuki.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh lordy. Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film that left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas.
Yes. Retinos? Yeah. Already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he was on the other side looking in. Who's he? Is that me? So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming off strongly. But maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect that you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. A little more stressful than I anticipated. And it's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems as they read in tandem. Watch each other's expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furry in frustration, while meanwhile Yuri smiles in sadness.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I guess I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and GigaChat did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Look at these two little girlies fighting. And GigaChat, you like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that GigaChat appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everything okay?
Well, you know what?
I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Giga-chan started showing up.
Oopsie.
Uh-oh. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting you guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Giga-chan, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and appreciate to learn that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all of your poems convoluted for no reason?
Oh my goodness.
The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Giga-chan. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's only a way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also no waste. You understand that, right, Giga-chan?
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they're probably gonna think highly of me. So, of course, I'm going to be in the next video. This is gonna be a very long video. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next video, we are going to decide, which girl we are going to side with. Put in the comments down below. Yuri, Natsuki, or Sayori. Which one do you think I'm gonna choose for the next episode? Anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!